before they leave.
3, 2, 1, go! T'es live.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. Welcome to our session today. Joining me is our product guy, Renaud.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you for being here and helping me out.
It's a pleasure, always.
So thank you again for being here. As I said, today's session will be concerning an overall walkthrough of Prismic's interface to talk about a bit what Prismic is, because I'm guessing most of you are newcomers, you are newbies, so you might want to be a bit insightful about what Prismic does in general and what are the different capabilities, and especially highlighting some of the main features that will be necessary for your experience with the tool. Following that, we will give you an overview of the editing experience, so creating new pages, editing existing ones, scheduling them at a specific time and date, and also a sneak peek of how you can copy your documents to different locales to serve them in different languages in different markets. By the end, we will be jumping a bit into a developer persona, let's call it, and showing you how you can ship components or slices into Prismic. In case you are a content writer, you can stay with us until the end, because it's really as simple as first grade math. I mean, if I can ship components, anyone can. It will just give you an idea on what happens in the background, how your developers are able to create new sections for you to make use of. And if you are a developer, then this will be the funnest part, I think, for you. So do stay with us until the end. So yeah, I guess Renaud, maybe you want to ask our people something?
By the way, if you can introduce yourself in the chat so that we know if you're more a developer or from a marketing team or editing team, please let us know. We'll try to tailor the presentation to your needs as much as possible. Even though we have a program, we will take any questions that you might have, and we will try to show you any specifics if you do have specifics that you want to look at. So please let us know in the chat where you're coming from, what you do, like are you a developer or content marketer, and if you use Prismic in the past or not. It will help us also a lot to get into the specifics of the presentation.
Exactly. Maybe we can start by giving our details, like where we are. We're based in Paris. We're in France. It's pretty cold already and end of day. So we're spending our last hour at work with you. I hope you guys can interact with us to make it as fun and as smooth, because, I feed off of talking with people. I'm a people's person. So I would be so glad if we could interact during this 1 hour and, get to know each other professionally. In brackets.
Did you prepare any questions today or not?
Yes, we have take a guess after each let's just say concept, because I want to make sure that I explained everything correctly and you guys were able to grasp the concepts that I presented. So I will be asking you to drop in some answers for my multiple choice questions that I'll be posting. I mean, you'll see it on the screen. I think we have Annie who's saying that she's part of the technical team from India. Thank you for being with us. We also have another participant, Nicole, I think. Nicole, who already dropped in a question. Thank you for your ambitious question. I think we can cover that right at the start of...
maybe when we talk about releases?
Exactly. So when we start with the second phase of the presentation, which is the content creation experience, I think it will be the best place to answer your question and show you some interesting
features.
Yes. To start with, what is Prismic?
You asked me?
Yes.
Okay.
You asked if I had questions, so there you go. First question.
Hello, Annie. Someone is replying. So Maya seems to know Annie. Okay, so Prismic. What is Prismic? Prismic is a CMS. The way we present ourselves is that we are basically allowing developers to create a custom website builder for their marketing team or content editing team. What does it mean for them is like that developer will basically create with the technology of their choice sections of page that we call slices. So we will describe them a bit more after that. We'll ship them to the marketing team that then will be able to use a nice interface to basically compose compose those sections so that they are completely independent in creating as many pages as they want. Because as you know, like the goal of the CMS is basically to make your marketing team independent and to, as a developer, focus mostly on the part that are fun of your work and that are like at high value. So basically, as a developer, you will build a website with the technology that you like the most, being Next, being Nux, being Gatsby, being whatever. And then you will ship this project to your marketing team that will be completely independent on managing their website. And so they will have a lot of independence.
Thank you, Renaud.
Is it a good explanation?
Yes, you passed the test. Imagine, like, he's the product guy and I'm questioning him, but I just love to make it a bit fun for everyone. So thank you for that. I also wanted to highlight the headless part of it, meaning that your documents or your content will be available through the API. This way you can fetch them and expose them to any end. So on your application, on your website, etc. So speaking of slices, as Renaud said, I would like to reiterate and highlight about the importance of slices. Slices are the reusable components which will enable you to create dynamic pages on the go. Meaning that in each template, your developer will be modeling different but relatable sections that you can stick together like a puzzle and create a page. I want to show you a mock-up that I did just to explain the concept of slices, and I will also show you in real life on a real website page how these slices will translate. So as you can see on the mock-up, I have on the top section a image, a title, and a description text, obviously. This is on its own is a slice. It is made with different fields that are available for you as a content writer to fill in with information. The second section, which has a title and also numbers, so a number field, followed by, I guess, a block text, which is also for a description. This is on its own another component that you can make use of. Following that, I have
I'm showing the section.
Yes, and I should do it myself, but I'm like a bit lost, so it's okay. We did practice this before and it's not gonna work. So the third part, I think I should do like this, right? Let me see. Yes, the third part of it would be what are they? They're social media cards. So as you can see, Renaud's hand, and he doesn't show up, so you're a hand right now. So as you can see, these are different constituents of the same page. And what's nice about the slices is that you don't necessarily need to use them in the same order, nor do you need to use them every single time you want to create a document. So for example, if you're creating a blog post, you can use the slice that is used as a hero and then omit the second slice, which has the numerical values, and use the social media card slices. So it's very flexible and super easy for you to create the different pages, although you are using the same template. I hope the explanation was thorough enough. If you guys have any clarifications that I need to make about slices, please let me know. And I will want to show you a real version of what a slice can do on my screen right now. I hope they can see. Yes. So, as you can see now, this is a website that I created for the purpose of this demo. I created. I'm just anyway.
Yeah,
we have created.
No, you created.
Together. And as I was explaining just before, the hero slice that I've, this hero section here is made with a hero banner, an image, a title, a subtitle, description, and call to action buttons. This is on its own a slice. Following that, another section where it has featured blog posts that our readers will come in and choose the one that interests them and read and whatnot. Finally, another slice that is completely different concerning a case study with an image and a block of text. So as you can see, slices can be similar, but at the same time feeding different purposes on the same page, which will help you, after all, using Prismic to create your website pages on the go. The first action that we want to do is to edit this homepage that we are seeing right now. In order to do so, we will be using the edit button that does not show.
Yeah, fast.
I did, but it's not showing. I'm having internet trouble. So sorry about that. I'm going to just do it one last time to see maybe it will load. Yes, there you go. So I'm pretty sure now people can see the edit button on my screen right now. This edit button has been implemented thanks to our developers at Prismic. So basically it's not even an implementation because it's super simple to put it there. Basically you have a script in the settings that you incorporate in your code, and voila, that's all you need. You will have the edit button available. And what's the importance about this edit button is the fact that as a content writer, you don't really need to remember where each component or piece of information lives inside your Prismic interface. Because as I scroll down and I want to edit a given component on my homepage, when I press on the edit button, I will automatically be given a prediction on where this component lives inside Prismic. So when I click on that main document, I will be navigated back to my Prismic interface, and inside my writing room I will be able to edit this piece of information.
This page.
Yes. Or like the entire page exactly, but specifically
the slides that you are looking for, the section that you're looking for.
Which is not opening. Let me see. I'm having internet trouble.
I see it on the screen.
It should be this one. Okay, so this is the slice that we were just seeing a couple of minutes ago on my preview. Sorry about the discrepancy. My internet is just going crazy at this moment. So I will maybe make the text shorter and move the case study one layer above where it's standing right now.
Can you show maybe in the interface quickly just how do you add a slice, or is it planned for later?
I want to do the second
okay,
edit.
No problem, because Annie was asking like is slice. Well, we'll go back to this question, Annie.
Okay, so is a slice like a component? Yes, exactly that. So let me just edit this very quickly. So meet Whitney from Serbia, for example, and I want to move it one layer above so that I can see it on the second position of my page. And I have a weird title here, so welcome photography enthusiast. I like using hard words to write during these sessions. I don't know why, like Liechtenstein and then enthusiast, but anyway. So I just edited my page by editing the title, moving a component a layer above, and then also adding another piece of text inside my case study section. So as you can see, it took it really a couple of seconds for me to have my updates running. I have my title here, which is in purple, showing the new text that I inserted. Then my component, which was the case study, living on the last layer of my page, now on the second layer with Whitney from Serbia. And obviously the fresh from our blog has moved below because I changed the order. So this is how you can edit a page very quickly using the edit button. I will also do a second edit, which is creating a new slice inside my page from directly inside the Prismic interface. But maybe we can take Ami's question. Is slice like a component?
Okay. So Annie, I don't read.
I think
properly.
It's Ami.
Okay. So Amy.
Amy. Maybe Amy. Amy. Yes. Oh, Amy.
So Amy is asking, is a slice like a component? So basically, a slice is a website section. So yes, it corresponds technically to a component in your actual code base, and that's something that we will demonstrate during the last part of this demonstration, is how do we create a new slice and how do we add a component. But it's not only a component technically speaking, it's also some kind of component in the way the marketing team will create their page. It's a block that they will be able to select from, the pick and choose from, so you will just show that now, I guess, to compose pages and to have a layout that can be flexible in a way. They will not be tied to rigid template in a sense that it will not be just a title, then a description, then an image, but they will be able to compose a page with those slices to have a lot of flexibility.
So basically this one template can result into many different pages with different assets inside of it. So it's not like one template equals one specific type of document, whereas similar documents but with a twist.
I guess show it. It will be explicit.
So I will now go back to my Prismic interface, and inside my let me go back to my dashboard so that you can see how many documents I already have. And as long as we are editing the marketing homepage document, I will go inside of it again, and pressing on the plus sign, I will be able to choose a slice or a component that's already made available for me thanks to the help of my developers. So what the developers actually done is that they took the design or the design of the website that we want to put out there and broke it down into these smaller sections that correspond to those different aspects that are present on the page that we want to create. I said the same words again, but I just want to be super clear, and we'll test this if I'm clear enough with the take a guess question coming up in a couple of minutes. So stay tuned. So as you can see, I have a slice library here, a bunch of slices available, and each slice has some kind of like a screenshot showing me what I can do if I choose this given slice. So for example, if I say that I want to create a content section with 2 columns, and there's an image there I can see, there's a bunch of text and title there that I can see. So I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to fill in the empty fields with the required information. So for example, this is a special season for photography, for example, and then I want to have maybe an image there. I'm trying to think of some like relatable text to add on there. I chose it's the Instagram logo, but it does look like a camera. That's why I chose it. Please don't judge. And in the description, let me just copy a random text that I have about photography on the side. This way I can fill it in with, with relatable information. So there you go. And then the text is here, and voila. So I just created a component that was not on my page before from scratch, and when I preview this, I will be seeing it on my homepage as I scroll down. And there you go. So I just created the small component, the small slice in my document, which translated into a section on my website. I hope that makes it clear. Let us know. And we do have Mehul asking, can we copy a whole content type with dynamic content added already? So
I don't understand the question, do you?
I think he means that you want the content already inside. So maybe you fetch the content from someplace and you get the template and you put them together automatically. If that's the case, please let me know. If not, maybe I'm wrong. Most probably I am. So if you can...
The best thing for us will be, instead of describing exactly the feature in the term that you want, is maybe to give a bit more details on your use case and what you want to do with it, so that we can understand a bit more the context of what you are trying to build. Because the question is not really explicit to me on can we copy raw content type with dynamic content. So please, Mehul, if you could just specify a bit more your question, so that we can answer to you the best way possible, would be very cool.
And then prove me wrong as well.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. And don't worry, we're not going to forget about your friend's question. It's just that I'm waiting for the right segment to answer it. It would be more relatable for you to see and then to answer the question at the same time. So now that we edited the first page, we did the first action, which is editing an existing page, I want to ask you guys a small question about what we just covered, if it's okay with you. And the first question goes by, how can the preview feature help you? Let's see the options. Because as you noticed that we created a component basically by choosing one from our existing slices library. We edited by adding in information, and then we pressed on the eyeball, which was the preview. So the question goes here: what does the preview feature help you do? See your component changes in real time before publishing, schedule bulk publication on your website, or restore a previous version of your content. So let's see who will be able to answer this question and make me the happiest person at this moment. I mean, there is right or wrong, but there's no judgment. So in case you get it wrong, it's okay. I might as well just repeat myself, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you guys make the best out of this 1 hour. So Amy's saying 1A, that's correct. Yes, Amy, thank you for answering. Basically, the preview will help you see the different changes you did on your document in real time before you publish them. This way, in case you see any typos, in case you see that you're not comfortable with the edits that you made, it's not too late to, make those changes again, and afterwards expose them to your website visitors. I'll also copy the reusable link, so it's something important to cover as well, which is part of the edit button toolbar overall, and linked with the preview as well. So basically, the shareable link is there to help you share your updates with other teammates, with your managers who don't necessarily have access to Prismic on a regular basis. They just want to see what you worked on before it goes live. So this link will be generated every single time you make an update on your draft and preview it. And this way, they will be able to view them before you publish. So I think it's super nice of you to have a look at this link. You can click on it, and then you will see the version I'm seeing right now on my screen with Renaud.
If you use Safari, you might have a problem if you don't allow third-party cookie, but for the other browser, it will work perfectly.
Yes, and I hope that the link will show up in the chat, because we were having that problem. But anyway, I can send it to a colleague and they can put it there. Let's see. Fingers crossed.
Nope.
Nope.
No, it takes some time. Maybe it will arrive.
Okay, so until the link shows up and then you guys can see the preview session, maybe we can see if we have missed any questions, or are we all good? Let's see.
I think we're good.
We're good. Let me send the link to Maya so that she can post it, because it's not happening from my side. Does it show? No.
No, let me check the question, but move on. Can I share a link if I have a free account in Prismic? So, Amy, yes, you will be able to share a preview link.
Yes.
If you have a free account on Prismic. No problem.
So, as a small, covering in a nutshell, you can create as many documents as you need. You can do as many API calls as required, have as many templates and slices, and also enable as many locales as you need on the free plan. So as you go up in different tiers, you will obviously unlock more professional features that you might need, like import and export, etc. Roles, user roles, to restrict some people from publishing and whatnot. But the main basic features, which are the API calls and document numbers and custom types, are unlimited on all of the plans. So we also have a
complicated username.
Yes, that I will not read.
Is it possible to create a table from the editor? So it's not at the moment. You can find some workarounds to basically structure your table, but we don't have a full-fledged support of table. That's something that we are looking at anyway, but that's not something that you can do properly as of today. Okay, Sarah is, I guess, trying to send you the link, the shareable link. So, basically what we've showed, and to recap, during this first part, we created a page where we just added slices. We were able to preview the actual changes that we did. Slices are, those components that you can combine to create as many pages as you want. After creating this preview link, we were able to almost share it with you, but YouTube doesn't allow us to basically send you the link. And if we don't manage to do it in the 30 next second, I think we'll move on.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. And yeah, so these slices are basically a design system that your marketing team will be able to use to compose the page. And now that we have done that, we are going to move to basically using, I guess, releases?
No, we will create a new document from
we'll
scratch.
Create a new document. Okay, so we will see again the slices.
Exactly,
basically.
yes. So slices. They're super important. I cannot say it enough. So basically, of course, if you join an existing project or you are part of the marketing team, editing a page comes as a natural task for every day. But also, we would be so happy if you learn how to create a new page from scratch. And we want to make you feel confident that you are able to do that by showing you how easy it can be to put a new page out there from scratch. Obviously, having the template available needs to be done by a developer so that you have the slices inside and it's corresponding to the design of the web page that is going to be, showing on your website. But you can choose any template that corresponds to the task at hand. For now, for the purpose of this demo, I will be creating a blog post about the best photography camera of the season, I guess. So it could be interesting for people to read about what is the best blogging, and there are cameras that are specialized for bloggers. Okay. For them to take video blogs, and then take pictures and incorporate them in their blogs. So apparently there's one that's super famous from Canon, and the blog about will be about it today. So,
and do you have a discount for Black Friday?
I wish. Where are Canon people? We have to make them our clients. We're talking about them. Okay, so that's a project for another day. In order for me to create a new document from scratch, I will first need to press on, of course, create new. Haha, obvious. And then I will see a list of templates that are available for me to make use of. The point of this exercise is to create a blog post. So I will choose the blog page template, which already contains a top section, of course, which is the static zone, containing the title and the description and a pre-title. Why is this there and not in a slice? Is because we want to make sure that the title of a page and a small description of the page or a hero banner of a page will remain always on top. If we put them in a slice, then a playful content writer might come and say, okay, I want to ruin this page and I want to move the title to the middle of the page, of the web page, and it's gone. It's ruined. So I will insert a UID first things first, because the UID is the only mandatory field inside Prismic, which will enable a developer to find this document, and also it will build the URL. Right? Or
yes.
Okay.
That's right.
I'm looking because I need confirmation.
Validation? Yes.
Validation.
So basically the UID will be the slug of your page. So we'll look at it just after, but what will be the... that if you type the title, for example, it will take the title as a generic UID. So the thing is, we are typing this title that would be what's the best camera of the season?
Yes. Best photography.
Cool. Vlog, camera, whatever.
Vlog. Camera of the season.
Okay, so we are typing this title. At the same time, Sarah prepared some nice content, so she will copy paste it from the description.
Yes. That's
cool. And then basically we'll choose different slices to start composing our page. So now we are deciding to choose, I don't know, because I'm not seeing your screen.
So I'll be choosing a slice where it has, let me see. I'll choose a slice.
What do you want? A big image? I see my face, so I guess
you want me to choose that one?
Yeah,
it has an embed. This will be the last one.
No, so yeah, okay.
This will be the last one. Let me say content section with centered image.
Okay, cool.
So here I will insert an image for a camera or a photo, actually. Could be good. And then I would say, I don't want to put in any description, so a separator to, make it a bit prettier, or no, I don't know.
Some content, some rich text?
Yes, rich text. Let me see. Content section centered. There you go. Then I'll be copying some text from my
notes.
There you go. And then another separator because I like to have structured stuff. And then I'll add another content section because I want to have a lot of text.
Okay.
And then I will choose a slice that has an embed so that I can have a video synced from YouTube inside my blog post, which is about the same camera that we were just talking about. So the Canon G7X Mark II review. It's a review video.
Okay.
Now that I'm done with my enrichment, I will save this and preview before I publish.
So
let's see.
What's happening?
It's not showing up. Let me see. Maybe I should. No, it should show up. Let's see.
It's not showing up on the blog?
No, it's weird.
Okay, so we have a problem of implementation in our code. That's the demo effect.
Let's see. This is why you have the preview, because it helps you see what may be wrong. There you go. Oops, let me. I don't know why I'm charging my laptop. It's full.
So that's a new demo that we do today.
Yes.
So it's new code. It's the first time that we try it like this. So we might have the problem because of that. But I'll check. And if we do, we'll complain to Alex. So it's not this one. No, but like, why are we?
It's that one.
No. This is marketing homepage that we are previewing.
Yes. And then the blog post is shared with both. So maybe
I guess we just didn't click on preview on the proper image, on the proper document.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, my bad. Okay. Well, sorry for that. I was about to now my credibility as a knowledgeable Prismic user is dead.
So why it was not working was basically because Sarah was clicking on preview on the homepage and not on the blog post. So that's why we were not being able to preview the page.
I kept on getting the homepage.
So that's now working, and you can see now that the page that Sarah worked on is already that we can preview basically with the content that she wrote, the image that she chose, and if we scroll down, we should see the video of that you chose to.
As you can see, I love my little separators. I just cannot stress that enough. Like it gives an entire structure to my blog post. So thank you, Alex, for specifically creating the separators for me.
So Amy is asking if the slides that we are using basically are coming built-in in Prismic or are basically custom, and that you need to create them. So you need to create them. That's the goal, and that's also the value, is that you can have your slices fully customized and corresponding to your brand or to your brand of your company, and you can do your custom components. But we do provide some code bases like templates or whatever in our documentation that you can download and that you can reuse from, like it's open source, so you can reuse those templates, those slices that we have pre-built. But you can create as many as you want and build your own.
Yeah. Exactly. And if you stay until the end, we will be creating one from scratch and shipping it to Prismic. So it might be interesting for you to see how the background of creating a slice takes place. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere. We'll be there just in a short period of time. So now that we created the blog post on our marketing website, we need to proceed with the last stage of the content editing experience, which is to schedule the content in a release for it to go live on a specific time and date. So obviously a release has like two important ideas maybe in it. The first idea is to be able to group content that will need to go live together in one folder-like view so that you can preview them together as if it's a live website, but it's actually not. It's incognito. You're the only one seeing it. And then the second phase, or the second idea of a release, is to be able to schedule those two or bunch of documents that you group together to go live on a specific time and date. This way, if you are willing to, update your website for Black Friday, let's just say in the middle of the night, you don't necessarily need anyone to go inside Prismic and click on a button. It will automatically be published on its own. So let's go back to our Prismic interface and let's group the marketing homepage in a release, because I'm already on there already. So instead of pressing on publish right now, we will press on publish during a release. In this case, I will have a drop down or not, depending on whether your repo already exists or it's a...
Your release already exists on that.
Or not. Or like if the repo is completely new, then it's going to be obviously empty. But if someone uses it before, then there might be a folder you can use.
Basically, if there is already a release, you will be able to select one of the releases that is already existing, or you will be able to create a new one.
I admit, I use long sentences.
Yes.
I do.
I do the same, no problem.
So now that I have my drop down, I already have a December changes folder. So I might as well just use that or create a new one. Let's just say for Black Friday. Right?
Black Friday seems cool.
So I want to call it Black Friday
Release.
Once I saved, as you can see, the banner of my document turned purple, indicating that this document is grouped in a release.
And you can see the name of the release in the top.
On top, let me zoom in. There you go. And then I'm going to go back to my dashboard and take along the blog post that I created in my...
The new blog post? The vlog?
The vlog camera one.
The blog about the vlog.
The blog about the vlog. There you go. That's the one. And now that I already created the Black Friday release, I'll see it in the drop down and I'll just select that folder and add. There you go. Now, when I go to my release folder, I'm able to see the group documents together, and I will be able to preview them on production to see the look and feel. You see now the blog is here. And then when I go to home, I will also see my different changes, because remember, we did update the title and we moved the components around, but we never actually published this. So if someone goes to the actual website, they won't see the changes we are seeing right now in front of us.
Exactly. So basically, if you leave the preview session by clicking on the cross button that we have on the bottom left, can you do that? Mm-hmm. Basically, when refresh, maybe. No, this will refresh. We will see the previous title that anyone that is basically browsing the website at the moment will see. And if we go to the blog, we will not see the blog post that we've just created about the vlog
because be taking a picture.
Yeah, exactly, because it was just in the preview session. But now that's cool. We had our preview. We like the content that we created, and so we want to publish it at midnight. Like,
yes.
Friday is Friday. As soon as it's Black Friday,
yes,
this is starting.
Exactly. So what we do is we go back to our dashboard and we press on the scheduling button that it's right above the preview on production one. Obviously, you can read, but I just want to be specific. Yeah. So I'll pick a date. Let's just say Black Friday is tomorrow. So I want it to go live midnight today. So as soon as the clock strikes 26th of November, this content will go live on its own. So my blog post will be published, and then my homepage will be updated with the new sections and new titles that we created.
And that's the moment where we might go back to the first question that we had.
Yes.
During this presentation is basically how do I roll back a change that I scheduled for this. So in that case, for example, we have our home page that we are going to that we just schedule changes for.
Yes.
Like we introduce a new title, and if we would like to basically, so those are the changes that will go live tomorrow. But if we want to go back to the previous title, let's say Saturday, because Black Friday is over on Saturday, how do we do that? There is two cases for that. We'll take the case of the home page, that is a new change that is brought to a page that is already live, and there is a second case that is a new page that we are creating specifically for a given event. So let's talk about the home page first. The way we'll do that is that we'll start from the live basically. Okay, we'll just pass a quick update. So you can do it like anything, or maybe just can you enter it and create a new draft from it, even though there is no changes?
Yeah. I'm doing it right now.
Okay, cool.
It should show in a moment.
Awesome. So we've done that, and now basically, since we are on a state where we didn't have any change in the previous state of the homepage, we want to just roll it back. And for that, to do it, we will schedule basically this version to go back live in 2 days, on Saturday.
Yes. So it will be on the 27th. 12 a.m.
Perfect. And so we schedule, and basically the way it will work is that tomorrow we'll have the Black Friday version, and then on Saturday the previous version will go back.
Yes.
Now there is a case about the homepage that is we create a new document, and
like the blog post that we created now that didn't exist before.
Exactly. For that specific case, as of today, we cannot schedule the unpublication now. Yeah. We will have to wait for this to go live tomorrow, and then schedule the unpublication after that. That's something that we are looking at in trying to improve, but as of today, you will not be able to do that. I hope I answered the question.
Yes, I mean, from my end, I understood. I hope Nicole is still here, and that he can confirm that he was able to understand what we were saying. I'll just give it a couple of seconds because we have a small delay, and then we will take a guess.
Can I look at that?
Yes.
Cool. I'll let you maybe wait for the answer.
Yep. Do you want to do the slice machine part, or?
Oh, you want me to do it?
I'm asking.
I'm really happy to do it.
I mean, I can do, and you can guide me.
Okay.
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 All right. So the question. Remember, we discussed about the creating new page from scratch. So I want to ask you guys about the best way to create a new page from scratch. Okay, so the answer would be super easy as well. I just want a bit of enthusiasm to answer it, and we'll see if you guys were able to grasp the concept as we did before.
And we see that you are 16 because we have the counter on YouTube.
Yes.
So like we know that you can answer.
Exactly. So we know you're there. Hello. Talk to me. So the question is again, what is the best way to create a new page from scratch? First, add HTML text to the rich text editor. Did we cover something like that? I'm not sure, but okay, we'll see. Upload a document in the media library. And then the third one is use predefined custom type, mix and match slices, and add content. So usually the longest answer is the answer.
So you give the answer basically.
But I'm not sure because I'm challenged about my knowledge of Prismic, so I might be wrong. Let's see. So Amy is saying C2. I won't say if it's right or wrong unless someone else answers as well. Let's see. We have 14, someone left. Is it that bad? Like the questions are that hard? Oh my God. Okay, so I have Toy saying C2. Correct, yes. So the best way to create a page from scratch is to choose a template, use a slice, and then add in the content.
Use slices and mix and match content basically.
Yes. And then we also covered about the releases. So I also want to ask you about the purpose of them because we just covered right now. And this will be the last question that I ask you today. And Aziz is saying C2 as well. Correct. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy everyone understood.
We have 17 people now.
Yes.
So they went back for this question.
They come back. Okay. So we also have one last question about the releases. Please, dear participants, don't go away. Bear with me. Let's see what you understood about the releases.
This section. Yeah.
The question is, what's the main purpose of slices? Is it to translate content for localization purposes, which we will, cover just right now? Schedule single and multiple content for later time and date. As I said, the longest answer is always the best. Structure pages in different sections.
I want to verify that you understood correctly the presentation by giving you the answer.
I guess I don't know the concept of Q&A, but anyway, I'm just trying to make it fun and easy for people to interact. So let's see. Andre is saying 3B. One more and I'll give the right answer. Give it to me, people. Come on. We're almost there. Amy, yes, 3B, correct. That was the right answer. So basically, releases are there to help you group content, multiple content together, and then schedule them together on a specific time and date. So I just wanted to cover the localization very quickly before we move on to shipping a slice or a component inside Prismic. So I'll be going back to my homepage, and as you can see, I want to highlight the button called copy to another locale.
Can you maybe also show that you have different locales?
Yes.
So that people understand it?
Yes, you're right. Let's do that order first. So on my dashboard here, I'll zoom in. As you can see, I have Dothraki. I don't know if we have any Game of Thrones fans here, but if you do love Game of Thrones, please give me a high five, because I feel like it's the best series ever created. So that's why I created a locale called Dothraki in my project. Anyway, so as you can see, I have a bunch of locales that are enabled, and as a reminder, you can enable as many of them as you need. It's unlimited. In order for me to copy content from one locale to the other, because sometimes you will need the structure of the content of the document to remain the same, and you only need the content language to be different. So all you can do, and all you have to do, is to go into a document and press on copy to another locale and choose between two options. You either copy all content, meaning like if you're copying content from English United States to English Canada, then you do copy all content because the text is in English and it's going to remain in English. You go in and you do minor changes. Whereas if you're copying to Dothraki, which is like a non-existent language with different alphabet, then you need to copy slice structure and assets, meaning that the order of the slices and your overall document is
the same structure,
but the text is removed. So let's see it right now, and there you go. I have my images copied and the slice order is the same. Nonetheless, the text is empty. So this is how you manage locales inside Prismic.
That's cool.
Now that we did the experience, content writer experience, we will be shipping.
Do you have any question?
Yes, you're right. Before we do that, of course, I was just preparing them. Sorry. So we will be shipping components from Slice Machine to Prismic, but before doing so, any questions?
And you do tap like you do dance
the drum roll
for 15 seconds so that we wait.
So
we give you about? 15 to 20 seconds about if you have any question to drop in the chat so that we can answer them. I guess we did answer most of them, or
correct.
All of them. I hope. So if something was unclear, or if there's anything that you want to clarify, like please let us know. If there is any area of the product that we haven't explored and that you would like us to explore, same. Because just after we'll go into creating a new slice.
Yes, correct. Using Slice Machine. So Slice Machine is a tool that Renaud and his team basically created to help developers ship components and also maintain them locally from inside their code, rather than doing it inside Prismic and then updating and maintaining their code. So they had to do it twice, once inside Prismic, once inside their code. Now that we have Slice Machine, you are able to develop your components and your custom types, so the templates, locally inside your code and then ship them to your project in Prismic. In case you are an agency, let's just say, or a company that has multiple projects, this method will help you maintain all of your websites, templates, and components much easily, because you'll have them in one centralized place. You do the updates in one place, and then you push them inside Prismic.
Yeah, the thing of building locally also brings a lot of things that we will explain to maybe the technical people here. But you will get everything related to your content model locally, meaning that you will be able to version it properly, close to your code. So all those concepts are really interesting also for you. And also the thing is that you will be able to share your code and the actual component to your team and company. So if you want to reuse some of the slides that you have created in another project, we will just have to copy paste basically your code to one project to another.
Exactly. Amy has a question. Go. If I have a Prismic site for the production and I want to change something like the homepage, which will not affect the live site, can I create duplicate page to play with. Yes, I mean
there is
draft.
two ways of seeing that, Amy. So if we talk about the content, actually, like really the content, you want to change the content of the page and see it, you can do that with a draft or with a release. You don't need to create a new duplicate. That's what we showed at the beginning. Basically, you can edit, you will have a draft, you will be able to preview it in your home page, and that will be it. If now you want to change the code of your home page, that's something that we do offer. We offer a feature that's called environment that will allow you basically to clone your repository in a way so that you can do all the changes to your model but to your code to test it, and then once you're ready, promote those changes to production.
Yeah, I just wanted to show them the concept of the draft and the live version. So here on my document, I just added an exclamation point on my title so that you can see that the banner is yellow. And on the side of my document, you can see that I have a live version, which is in green. This is what the public sees, and the draft, which is like I just edited right now, is something that I'm working right now. So this can be worked on. So as Renaud said, for content changes, but for schema changes and for like creating a new version of your homepage, then you will also obviously need environments to have a safe area to do all those iterations and test the design and components before you use them for an actual live page. Mahul has another question. Can we post data from front end and save it in Prismic?
So no, there is no way to do that. There is two different reasons why we don't allow that for now. We are gathering basically use case to understand if we need to integrate something in the product about this, because we see pretty often that most of the content that is posted from a front end to an application is not content that you will manage. It's content that is submitted. It's user generated content, like reviews, like comment, like I don't know, anything. But you don't want basically your editors to moderate or to manage that. And so we don't want to have that in the actual product, because it will basically just scatter the interface, because you will have so many documents coming from your front end, and basically the people that will need to connect and to look for documents to manage pages basically
confuse them.
Exactly, will be confused. So for this kind of use cases, we recommend to use an external product that will be a database or anything related to form submission, comments for submission, rating submissions, all those elements that you will not basically maintain in Prismic but in another place.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Hopefully. Let's see. And in the meantime, I will start with the slice machine section of our discussion. And in case anyone has questions about the previous parts, of course, just drop them in. We'll pause what we're doing and answer them, just like we did right now. We love that you guys are interacting and sending these questions, because we're here to help you guys answer any question mark that you have. Sounds cool, Renaud?
Sounds
we can move
perfect for me.
Okay, so I'm on Slice Machine. Oh, another question. Okay, just before I start, can we set up the contact us form in site? So I guess you can link the form.
Yes. That's something that basically you will do from your front end. You will create some kind of contact us from site, and if you want to have it in a slice, meaning people decide on where to put it, then you just connect it to a slice and that's it.
Exactly. So let's see if anything else comes up.
That's cool.
Yes. I'm very happy with...
I will look on my phone because I don't manage to... that's what I'm doing on my phone since...
I realized that...
I'm not able to read what's on the screen.
John Doe saying hi.
Hi, John Doe.
Welcome. You're a bit late. Where were you?
Well, we'll demo Slice Machine, so I think it's interesting. You can stay with us.
Exactly. So we're having the last part of the session about Slice Machine, which is shipping a new component from to Prismic. So I already have Slice Machine running. And as you can see, I have a slice library that gathered all of my different slices. I have the slices that are concerned with my e-commerce section of the website, and then I also have slices concerned with my marketing, because it's a 2-in-1 website that we were showing you just previously. In order for me to create a new slice, all I need to do is first of all press on the plus button, and I will name it, of course. Let's just say
what do you want to do? For example, we have a question that is from Kinjal that is asking, can we set up a slider for the homepage on Prismic site? So let's create a slider
gallery?
Slider gallery.
Okay.
We'll not do it fully because we'll not cover everything to be able to do the code of an actual slider, but we'll explain to you maybe the general idea on how you create a slider.
Late to the party. Woo! Cool people are late to the party. Okay, so I'm going to call the slice slider slice, and I will be incorporating it in my marketing website. Save, and then I will be given the option to choose the fields that this slice will entail. I also already have a title and a description. And I will add in the repeatable zone the fields for the images. As long as it's a slider, so it's an image gallery, we want to enable our content writers to choose
multiple images.
Yes, so to add as many instances of the same of images on the go. So putting it in the repeatable zone will enable us to do so. So I will add a new field, which is image, and I will call my field images, and that's it. So I only need, because it's a gallery, obviously it's pretty simple, so the only thing we need is a image field. So I will save to file system, and then I will add it inside the custom type.
Maybe I will do this part. And the part I wanted to show the actual slice, because you're not showing me. No?
Yeah, I will.
You will?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I'll take over. We said slider, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I want to add it into a custom type.
Yeah, I wanted to maybe show just the actual component.
Okay.
If you're okay with that.
Yeah, of course.
So where are we here? The nodes. What's the name of the product?
Just put the arrow up and it will show up.
Okay.
It's a bit long. Sarah.
Wow. Okay.
Found it?
No.
Let me.
That's okay. Ah oui. Okay. Sarah. You said. Well, maybe I'm just okay. We'll do that better next time.
Okay. All right. We have questions in the meantime. So anyway, let me just ship this component right away, and we'll be checking the questions. So push slice to Prismic.
So I will answer. So you are pushing the slice to Prismic and into the custom type. That's what you are doing at the moment. I will answer the question after.
So I will add the slice that I just added to my blog post template. And let's see. Edit slices, and I will choose from my slice library. Where is it? Slider. Slider slice, save, and save to file system, push to Prismic, and now when I go back to my user interface inside Prismic, I will be able to find the slice inside my custom type to make use of. So we're loading, and it should be good. Let's go back to my blog post inside my interface. So blog post, where's the new one? Let's see, it's in my plan tab. Okay, vlog, and then slider slices here. There you go. I'm able to add a title, a description, and as many instances from the image field as I need. I hope it wasn't that sloppy. Let's see if people were able to understand. I think we're being showered with questions, so it's good. Maybe it's about Slice Machine. We have Ramila asking. Let me read it from my desktop.
So there is different question. So Amy is asking, each slice will be made of custom type. I think custom type includes slices.
Yes.
You're right.
There
it's
you
the second option. Basically, custom type include different slices that you can choose and pick from. There is a question basically about. We go back to the question about posting data to Prismic. So, the thing is that if you post data to Prismic, basically, like there is no way to post data to Prismic through an API. Okay, the way people manage, for example, form submission or contact form or updating profile or updating product. So form submission, basically what you want to do most likely is that you want to gather them into different places. Like you want to gather them into your CRM, you want to get them into any data that makes sense for your system. So you will not send them to Prismic, you will send them to HubSpot, you will send them to any place that is relevant for you to get those data. And for that, you will use a specific product that is tailor-made for that. We can recommend you different form products that work through API. You will not get them to Prismic because you don't want your marketing team basically to update those form data. So there is no point of having them into Prismic. For updating profile and updating products, that's exactly the same thing. Like updating a profile, if you are creating some kind of application yourself that is meant to manage user profile, you don't want a user from your marketing team to edit the profile, the picture of the person. You want this person to edit them. So there is no point of having them into Prismic. So that's why you will use a database that will store and expose the data, but we will not offer an API that basically allow you to do that. You don't need a CMS, you need a database specifically for that. The update product is a bit different in the sense that it really depends. If it's again generated content that user will basically update, again, you don't want your marketing team to update those elements. Yeah. So you don't need again a CMS, but you need a database, and that's the fine line where basically we don't offer only a database, we offer, and that's where the value of Prismic is, an interface that will allow marketing team to edit content and to create marketing pages. Now, if this content is relevant for your website, meaning you have a marketing team that will update some content, and you have another part where you need to manage user, session, etc. For example, for everything related to user, to session, to profile, there is awesome APIs that are here just for that. Auth0 being one. I can type for you the name in the chat. There is if you want to look again for form submission, you have a CRM product like HubSpot, you have everything related like Intercom, you can send it to any API that will then filter those data, but you don't need to manage them in Prismic, so we'll not take care of this. Now, for the product, same thing, if it's user-generated content. If it's products that are coming from, I don't know, you want to connect your Shopify system to Prismic, this we offer. Yes. Because you will be able to create content through the interface and then connect to an actual product on Shopify. I hope it makes sense. I would be very happy to maybe give more explanation on why we do things and how you do things. And for that, we also most likely need a bit more context on your use case so that I can give you a perfect answer on your use case.
Yes, so I think what Renaud is also trying to say is that always have in mind what information you need your content writers to edit on your website. Yep. And that's what you give them access to. So if you want them to edit the title, the blog post part, anything related to your company's information that want to put in the live website, then yes. Anything that comes from a user external to your company's employees, then it will not be available and it should not be inside Prismic, because as we previously said, it will create some kind of confusion, and also you will be giving your content writers the ability or the power to edit a comment or a review an external client or a visitor did, that they're not entitled to even like touch it. So it's the basic idea. What do I want my content editors to edit?
And at the end, at some point, it might make sense that you want some people to moderate form submission, like comment, like stuff like that. And there is very good product for that. We might do something like that in the future, but as of today, that's not something that is in the scope of Prismic.
Okay, so So we're above time, and honestly, we have more time if you need us to be here. We love to take your questions. I mean, I have nothing to do after this, so I can stay here forever. I love the camera. I love talking to people. So you will be doing me a favor. I want to just post my email in the chat so that in case any of you needs a session to be organized with a solutions engineer, or need help with their use case, having a problem getting started, anything that can make your usage easier and smoother, please don't forget to hit me up on that email. I'll be more than happy to guide you and provide assistance and anything that you might need help with. And another question from Jagandra. She's asking if or he's asking, sorry, it just came out as a she by mistake. Can we publish data within specific date frame? So can you elaborate on that? Do you mean that you want to publish this content for a specific time and then roll it back? Is that the question? And until we get Jogandra's clarification, I will see Amy's question. Can you give an example by showing some website contact form and explain Prismic part of API? And when will the other session be? This is very helpful.
Okay.
Okay, so let me take the easy part by sharing the link to the next one, because Amy's asking for the next one.
Okay.
So we will be doing the next session about an e-commerce website approach.
In 2 weeks?
Yes, so it will be for product pages and e-commerce related theme. I'll post the link in the chat so that you guys can register right now. And Renaud will be taking the question.
And then for the first question, we will just show you an example I will show you a link of a website that manages, for example, contact form, etc. And I will also send you a link that I will find quickly about basically a discussion that we had a month and a half ago, I would say, during a product meetup that I strongly advise you to look at, with a company that is called Max Stadium, that implemented basically integration with form, with Salesforce, sending data to Salesforce through forms and through their API, and how do they connect it to forms for their CRM. And this will provide you, I guess, a good knowledge about this topic.
Yep. And Jogandra said yes. So the question was about how you can roll back from one version of your content to the other. So as we explained previously, you have two situations. The first situation would be that you already had a main document, so the basic one, and you made an update for the content to accommodate a specific season or a promotional period for, let's say, Black Friday. Once you release that document, you can roll back to the original version. Sorry. You can roll back to the original version by scheduling your main document that you had created initially in a release, specifically on the day that you want it to be rolled back on. So let's just say Black Friday ends on Saturday, right? So you will schedule your homepage or your specific document that was the main one you had initially before updating content to your Black Friday theme on Saturday 12 midnight. Sorry.
Saturday 12 midnight. What you will be able to do is basically go back to the previous version that you had, and then schedule the way to bring back this page before. And so that's how you will basically decide on having a specific version that goes live for a given frame and disappear after some time.
And for the second part, in case you want to roll back a document that did not have a previous version of it, it's a completely new one, we currently do not have a way to roll back, so you have to do it yourself by going back inside the document and rolling back from the history versioning of the document to its initial state.
So I guess basically the message that we are sending are just not passing by on the chat, so I will type them again so that I can share with Amy how we manage the forms. switch to Prismic.
Yeah, so one of our participants is saying that they choke like me when they talk for a long time. I get you, man. I swear. I've been talking since this morning, since 9 a.m. So I guess my throat is telling me, like, take it easy. But I will not give in to my throat's demands. I'm here. I will stay.
Using form, I'm sending that by...
From your phone? It will show up, I guess, but it just needs a bit of time.
I don't think so.
Really? Okay. So be it. Have some water. Yeah. Renaud actually took my bottle, so I'm just gonna blame it on him.
Sorry. And so that's done. So I shared Amy with you on the chat website that is using Form, and I will share with you basically the discussion that we had with the team at Mac Stadium a month ago during a meetup, and they present basically how they build their website, but also how would you say, how they use and manage contact forms.
Mm-hmm.
So you should have the link
in the chat. We can see it. The website using forms is macstadium.com.
The link of the meetup is starting at 14 minutes, I guess. But anyway, we'll be able to send that after the call, no?
Yeah, we can, for sure.
Awesome.
But I guess they have it, right? So the link to the meetup is there?
Yeah.
Anything else we need to share?
No, I think it's okay.
Okay.
And there is a lot of questions.
Yes, we have Andres asking, any chance to implement time zone to schedule?
So it's implemented in the sense that basically the time zone that you see in the client is your time zone. Yeah. So basically, like, it's always customized and for you.
Another question from Ed, I think, or Eli. What's the gap on templating languages the Prismic are filling? I don't think I understand the question.
Eli, is your question the templating language that we support? Like the, how do you say, the range of templating framework that we support? Is it, what do you mean by the gap of templating language that Prismic are filling? Can you give me a bit
more
of
context? Yeah.
What I can tell you, trying to interpret, is that basically since Prismic provides an API, you can use any templating language that you want.
Yeah.
What we showed though with Slice Machine is that for Next and Nux, we can generate slices and some bootstrapped component to to make your workflow faster, basically. But anyway, you can use it with the technology that you like and the templating language that you prefer.
Yep. Let's see if we were able to fish the right answer for Eli. Any other questions in the meantime? Let's see if if our participants can come up with some challenging questions as well. I'm loving this session today.
Eli, did we answer your question? Yes, no.
Yes, no.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Like maybe a dot saying yes or no, like
maybe an angry face.
Yeah. Or emoji would be good, yeah. A fire emoji saying that we're on fire today.
An emoji with a mask, I guess, since you're coughing.
No, it's just I need tea. It's time for tea. Licorice tea. It's very good for the throat, by the way. My vocal cords are just like, Okay.
I don't know if we'll get an answer. So maybe let's wrap this up.
Yes. So I'm sending my email just for one last time in the chat. This way you are able to email me with any questions you might have or to set up any kind of assistance call. Otherwise, Elijah said yes, you guys did. Thank you. You're welcome. Amy is asking another question. Can you give the next session link to register? Yes, of course. I
will send it to you because it was not
didn't
working.
Show up. Okay.
Can you send it to me on Slack and I will paste it in the chat.
Let me send it to you in the chat. Okay. Yes, we're good. There you go. The next one will be about e-commerce. So the theme of the website that we will be editing will be e-commerce. We will be creating product pages for you to understand how integration fields work, which is a feature that Renaud was mentioning about a couple of minutes ago, meaning that fetching information, fetching your documents, your products from an external database inside Prismic and enriching product pages, creating product carousels, etc. And if there's anything you guys think that would be interesting for you that we need to cover, don't hesitate to send me in my to my email any suggestions. We would love to accommodate. Let's see. I don't think they got it. Okay, perfect. I guess it's there. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. It was an awesome session with you. You guys rock. You made my day. So I guess now I will go and have some tea and rest. Don't hesitate to email me if you have any other questions. I'll be more than happy to help out.
Enjoy Thanksgiving if you're in the US.
Enjoy Thanksgiving, yes. And I hope it will be a joyful end of year in case we don't see you again. Bye, everyone.
Bye.